Hey everyone, it's Michael with MTS4K. We just got some incredibly exciting news this morning. The Steam Deck refresh is coming November 16th. The refresh is keeping all the same prices, or just about the same prices as the original, but adding so many new features. They got a new OLED model coming in with updated HDR. I believe it's double the brightness of the previous Steam Deck, up to 1,000 nits. The refresh rate's getting bumped up from 60 to 90. So many awesome new specs, even battery life increases and a bigger screen. So cannot wait for this. Let's get into the specifics of what's coming with the new Steam Deck. All right, let's talk about some of the biggest features coming to the new Steam Deck OLED, the ones that I'm most excited for. So the first and most important thing, you got screen. Second, we have the battery life. And then third, the upgraded hardware itself. So first, let's talk about that screen. Screen is getting a 0.4-inch improvement. So we're going from a 7-inch display to a 7.4-inch display. That's fine. Bigger screen, better screen. I'm always down for a bigger screen. But where it gets interesting, so not only is it going to be OLED, it's going to be an HDR OLED display with a peak brightness of 1,000 nits now and a 90 hertz refresh rate. That's freaking awesome. Like, that's everything you could possibly want for an upgrade to the Steam Deck. Just that alone. Like, if I had my Steam Deck right now and they were offering me that improvement, I'd buy it just for that, like a brand new one. Like, that is so exciting. You know, bigger screen, brighter screen, faster responding screen, you know, the HDR OLED, you get the way better colors, more vibrant, you know, the darker blacks, it's gonna look amazing. And then on top of that, with the screen, they've also increased the touch sampling rate. So interacting with the screen and the touch screen is gonna be such a better experience than the original Steam Deck. Because the original Steam Deck screen, it's fine, it's nothing to write home about. It's just, it's good for the price and that was it. But the touchscreen was terrible. On the new one, they're saying the touch sampling rates increased, touch sensitivity is gonna be much better. Just, I'm very, very excited for that. That is gonna be amazing. So screen, huge improvements there. Next is the battery. The battery is gonna be getting bigger, but also it's gonna be getting better. So there's a couple main things. This battery size is increasing by 20%. They're going from a 40 watt hour battery to a 50 watt hour battery. So that's awesome. And then in addition to that, they're also going to be redoing the chemistry of the battery. So the battery can actually charge significantly faster. They're saying it'll charge from 20% to 80% in less than 45 minutes. So that's pretty exciting. I thought the battery was fine on the original in terms of the charging speed. I don't really care about that too much, but getting a bigger battery is awesome. But here's what's really cool. So 20% better, like 20% bigger battery, right? It's going from 40 to 50, but the actual battery life is going up by 30 to 50% is what they're saying. And they're saying that because not only is the battery getting bigger, but an OLED screen is more energy efficient than your regular screen, because wherever it's darker or black, those pixels literally turn off and are not being powered. So it's much more energy efficient. The hardware is also getting a new 6 nanometer APU instead of 7, so that's going to be more energy efficient there as well. So you're getting some serious wins. And then the RAM, the actual memory of the device, is increasing as well to accommodate for that. I think it's a faster speed to be more efficient and more battery efficient and faster. So that's just super exciting. The battery is going to be spectacular. They're now, instead of a 2 to 8 hour average, they're estimating 3 to 12 hours. So that's pretty insane. I don't think you're ever going to really get 12 hours out of it unless you just have it sitting there doing nothing with the screen on. But you know what? I'll take it. 3 to 12 hours, any battery improvements, they're always welcome. Lastly, we have the overall hardware upgrades. So they're upgrading the Wi-Fi from Wi-Fi 5 to Wi-Fi 6E. Awesome. You're going to get much faster download and upload speeds for your save data and the new games you want to download, all the updates. That's super exciting. The actual overall console is going to be 5% lighter somehow with all these changes. So that's awesome. It's going to weigh less with all this new stuff. And then the Bluetooth, they're bumping it up to 5.3, and they're putting a new radio antenna along the top of the device. So what that means is when it's docked, and maybe the old antennas wherever they were might be being blocked by that dock, now that's no longer going to happen. So you're going to have better Bluetooth connectivity with your devices when it's docked. So that's really exciting to see. In addition to that, the actual body of the device is going to be touched up a little bit. So they're kind of they're adjusting some of the trackpads, the touch pads on the side, to be more responsive, more friendly, especially the edges have better touch sensitivity. And then they're also redoing some of the haptics to be a little bit better, a little bit more intense when it needs to be, and a little bit better timed with gestures and things that you're doing. I actually play all my games with my haptics off because I don't think they're that great, especially because I'm used to playing with like a PS5 controller whenever I'm playing on like a, you know, a full-fledged console at the TV. So having improved haptics is going to be awesome. Very excited for that. There's a couple other things that they're adjusting to. The right bumpers are getting a little bit better. They're going to make the right bumpers just a little bit better responsive. There's like just some little touch-ups here and there to make everything better. Like the D-pad is getting some adjustments to click. I think they called it click ratio, right? They're just adding some little things here and there. But the overall device is just getting better. It's so exciting. So yeah, that's all the main stuff I can think of, but I'm just so insanely excited for this device. But now we got to talk about the pricing, and this is great. So on the pricing for the new Steam Decks, there's essentially 3 models and then kind of a limited time bonus model. So first off, we have the lowest tier. The lowest tier is going to be $399, and that is just an original Steam Deck. 7-inch display, 7nm chip, nothing fancy, still has Wi-Fi 5, still has the original case, but it's 256 gigs of storage. So they're bumping the storage up and they're making it $400. Sweet. The next tier, the OLED tier, kicks in. That's where you're going to get all the new improvements, and you're really just gonna, from here on out, you're paying for storage increases. So $550 USD, you're gonna get the new Steam Deck OLED with the 7.4-inch display, the 90 hertz refresh rate, the 1000 nits of brightness, the Wi-Fi 6, the Bluetooth 5.3, and then 512 gigabytes of storage, the improved battery size, the 2.5 meter charging cable is also gonna be included in this one, but only 1.5 meter in the cheaper $400 model. So that's awesome. And then you go to the $650 USD model, and that's where it's essentially exactly the same as the 550, but you're gonna get 2 things, well, 3 things. You get the premium etched glass to help with the anti-reflective coating. So you're gonna get that just like in the originals. If you bought the top tier, you got the premium anti-reflective glass coating. So you're gonna get that. You're gonna get a 1 terabyte SSD instead of 512, so they're doubling the storage at the top tier. And then the last thing, which is kind of a little thing, but it's kind of cool, they're including basically a secondary little case inside the carrying case that you can take around with you. So for example, if you don't want to carry around the briefcase that they give you, right, the hole with the handle, and it's like a big solid bunk, you know, thing. If you don't want to carry that around, you wear a backpack, whatever it is, like me, or you just bring it around the house, they're going to have a secondary little inner sleeve that you can take it out and kind of keep it protected, but not in this big hard shell case. And then just throw it in your bag or whatever. So that's included, but only in the $650 model. The bonus model, the limited time one, is really, really sweet. So the limited edition one is going to be $680. So it's $30 more than the main top tier one, right? It's the exact same thing as the top tier, except it's $30 more because it has the coolest theming ever. So it's all smoky gray see-through plastic. Already I'm like, I'm sold, I love it. Like, that's amazing. Like, they literally are a company that makes mods for this where you have to like take your Steam Deck apart to change it out to that. They're gonna just sell it that way at this limited tier, limited edition version. So excited for that. But on top of that, there's a bunch of sweet bright orange accents that they've included. So all the screws on the back of the device are gonna be bright orange. The heat where the intake is, and on the top, on the back and the top, they're gonna be bright orange now. Those ventings are gonna be orange. It looks incredible with the smoky gray. And then on top of that, the power button on top and the analog stick pillars, right, with the analog sticks sit on, those are also going to be orange. It looks incredible. I cannot wait to buy that one. So yeah, it's just so exciting. So keep your eyes out. November 16th is going to be the release date. So I'm going to be up at like 1 a.m. looking like, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Trying to get in this. And I'm sure everybody else is. I remember when the Steam Deck first came out and you had to get on that wait list, and they had this subreddit where you could follow and be like, this is my date, my time, and my order. When will my thing ship? Like, it was insane. So I'm sure everybody's going to be trying to buy this. But $680, $30 for this incredible looking Steam Deck is going to be fantastic. And honestly, I think the pricing for the entire lineup is incredible. At $650, it is still like on par or cheaper than any of the other offerings out there, right? Like the Aya Neo lines or whatever, and the Asus ROG and the Lenovo Legion, whatever that one is. Like, those are like $700, $800 things to my knowledge, and this is $650 with all these incredible features. So can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be getting one day one if I can. Cannot wait for that. So anyway, Steam Deck getting a lot of new stuff. crazy excited. It's going to be a big day, November 16th. I'm putting in my calendar, like as soon as I'm done recording this. I cannot wait for this thing. I just saw this morning on Twitter. I saw the post that Steam made, and then they revoked it, and then they posted it again, and then one of the developers I follow reposted it, and I was just like, it's actually real. It's coming. So Steam Deck OLED, cannot wait. I hope you guys liked the video. Hopefully you guys get one. If you guys do end up getting one, or if you have questions about it, whatever, hopefully I'll be able to get one early and be able to do a review of it and let you guys know what I think of it. But either way, hopefully you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys around. Have a good one.